Bruce Lee's revolutionary martial arts approach. Before Bruce Lee, martial arts on screen were rigid, traditional. But Lee shattered that mold. He brought fluidity, speed, and brutal realism. His philosophy, Jeet Kune, wasn't just a fighting style, it was a mindset. A way of adapting, flowing, and never being trapped in one form. Be water, my friend, it wasn't just poetic. It was powerful. The impact of Enter the Dragon, 1973. In 1973, Bruce released Enter the Dragon, and the world never looked at martial arts cinema the same way again. It wasn't just a movie. It was a revolution. High-octane fight sequences, raw emotion, and Bruce's charisma ripped through the screen. It broke box office records and introduced Kung Fu to the global stage. Legacy of Enter the Dragon. Scenes from Enter the Dragon, like the mirror fight or the underground island combat, became iconic. But beyond the action, it inspired a generation. Filmmakers from Hollywood to Hong Kong began to experiment. Bruce showed them that martial arts could be philosophical, cinematic, and deeply personal. He paved the way for legends to follow. When we talk about intensity, raw combat, and relentless energy, the Raid, Redemption comes crashing into the conversation like a roundhouse kick to the face. Directed by Gareth Evans, this Indonesian masterpiece doesn't just echo Bruce Lee's influence, it screams it. From the very first scene, you feel something primal. That same magnetic pull Bruce had in Enter the Dragon? Yeah, Iko Uwais has that. Trained in silent, Iko channels the kind of speed, economy of motion, and explosive impact that Bruce always preached through Jeet Kune. But it's not just about kicks and punches. What made Bruce Lee a legend was his rhythm. His fights told a story. The Raid does the same. The camera doesn't cut away, it dances with the fighters. Every scene is a conversation in violence. Minimal dialogue. Maximum message. Bruce Lee once said, "Simplicity is the key to brilliance." That's what the Raid is. A simple story, get in, survive, get out, but executed with masterful choreography and insane dedication. No CGI. Just fists, blades, and willpower. You can feel Bruce in the DNA of this movie. It's about discipline, flow, control. And when Iko delivers that final neck-snapping finisher, you know Bruce would have grinned. You're probably thinking, John Wick? Really? Isn't that more guns than fists? Well, yes. But also, absolutely yes. John Wick is a love letter to discipline, efficiency, and respect in combat, core values Bruce Lee built his legend on. And here's the kicker, Keanu Reeves trained in Jeet Kune. That's right. Reeves studied Bruce's very own martial art. So every time John Wick enters beast mode, he's channeling a bit of Bruce. Now, let's talk philosophy. Bruce Lee always emphasized adaptability. Be water, he said. And what is Wick if not water? He flows between styles, judo throws, Brazilian jiu-jitsu holds, and that close-quarter gun fu. Seamless transitions. Maximum damage. Minimum effort. Bruce redefined how martial arts were shown in cinema. He made the camera a partner in the fight. John Wick does the same. Wide-angle shots, long takes, no shaky cam. You see everything. Just like Bruce wanted. Keanu is a modern-day warrior monk. He trains like Bruce. Moves like Bruce. And even when he's not fighting, he walks with purpose, like a storm in a suit. So yeah, Bruce Lee didn't just inspire kung fu flicks. He rewrote the action genre. And John Wick is proof that the dragon's fire still burns in Hollywood. This one's personal. Because Ip Man isn't just another martial arts movie, it's about the man who taught Bruce Lee. But Donnie Yen's portrayal does more than honor a master, it channels the student too. Let's be clear, Donnie Yen studied Bruce Lee. He's not just acting, he's performing with reverence. The fight scenes in Ip Man aren't just brutal, they're poetic. Bruce used to say that fighting was an expression of the soul. Watch Yen's Wing Chun punches, you'll see that soul on full display. One of the most powerful aspects of Ip Man is its discipline. Every strike, every block, every step is grounded in purpose. That's straight-up Bruce Lee DNA. No wasted motion. Just intent. Bruce believed in using no way as the way, being formless. Ip Man shows that philosophy beautifully when Donnie Yen shifts styles mid-fight, adapting to chaos like water finding its path. And then there's honor. Respect. Legacy. These themes echo through every scene, just like in Bruce's life. You can't help but feel that this movie is a bridge. From the teacher, to Bruce, to us. So yeah, watching it, man, is like looking through a window. One side shows history. The other? The future Bruce dreamed of. Now here's a surprise entry. Man of Tai Chi, directed by Keanu Reeves, might not have topped the box office, but it's dripping with Bruce Lee's philosophy. Keanu didn't just star in this film, he directed it with Bruce Lee in his heart. The main character, Tiger Chen, represents the struggle Bruce himself faced, tradition versus evolution. Obedience versus freedom. The story explores a Tai Chi practitioner pushed into brutal underground fights. Sounds familiar, right? Like Bruce in Enter the Dragon, the character is torn between honor and survival. And in that tension, you feel Bruce's spirit. The fights? Clean. Wide-angled. No cheap edits. Just real martial arts. Tiger Chen studied under Yuan Wuping, the same fight choreographer who worked with Bruce's disciples. Every strike feels earned. Every defeat, meaningful. Bruce hated fake fighting. He demanded realism and grace. Man of Tai Chi delivers. It's not about flash, it's about truth. The fights aren't just battles, they're reflections of inner struggle. The same kind Bruce talked about in every interview. And let's not forget, Bruce wanted to direct his own philosophical martial arts films. This is Keanu doing just that. Carrying the torch Bruce lit. Wait, what? A multiverse movie? Oh yes. Stick with me. Everything everywhere all at once might be wild, chaotic, and even absurd, but underneath the googly eyes and hot dog fingers is something deeply martial, deeply Bruce. Michelle Yeoh's character represents the ultimate transformation. A regular person turned warrior by necessity. Bruce Lee's entire career was about that evolution, becoming your best self through combat, both external and internal. The choreography in this movie? Unreal. From fanny pack fights to pinky fu, the film takes Bruce's rule-breaking spirit and turns it up to 11. Remember, Bruce was hated by traditionalists for blending styles. This movie blends genres, timelines, and fighting styles, without apology. And Yeoh? She's a living martial arts legend. Trained in multiple disciplines, she brings grace, power, and humor, all traits Bruce embodied. But more than anything, this movie shouts Bruce's core belief: identity is fluid. Don't be stuck in one form. Be water, Bruce said. And this movie, man, it's a tsunami. Bruce would have loved this film. Not for the hot dogs, maybe. But for the fearlessness. The inventiveness. The soul. Direct hit closing voice, wrap up. Bruce Lee didn't just punch and kick. He reshaped cinema. Rewired philosophy. Rebuilt the human spirit through martial arts. These 5 films? They're echoes of the dragon. They honor him not by copying, but by evolving. That's what Bruce wanted. Not followers. But creators. So if you've ever thrown a punch in front of the mirror, or tried to be water when life got tough, these films? They're for you. The legend lives on, not in statues or slogans, but in movement. In spirit. In cinema. Bruce Lee is still fighting, through them.